Nominals ending in in. So when we say nominals in the book or any course Sanskrit, it means either noun, it means usually noun 99% of the time, or adjective. What's the basis of chapter 23? A suffix called in. What other suffixes have we learned already? Vat, mat, mat, vant.
Okay.
We're now learning the paradigms that end with in. We're learning about words that end with in. The paradigms for those words ending with in are on page 26 and 27. 26 is masculine, 27 is neuter. And now you're asking, where's the feminine? The feminine is on LRB 11. So you just attach LRB 11 onto the stem. So Hastini, right? Nadi. Just like Bhagavati, that also uses LRB 11. What is hasta, hastaha?
Hands.
Hands. So what is that one who possesses hands? Hands can also, in this case, be a trunk. That one who possesses a trunk is an elephant. Therefore, what is in? Possessing that nominal. Possessing hastaha. So what if I say to you, let's use another word. Remember, you just take the last vowel at the end. So you don't say hasta in, you just say, remove that a at the end. You just attach the in. Jalin.
Possessing water.
Duradarshin. Possessing a television.
There is a word durdarshi, the one who can see far off.
When you decline it as nominative, you say duradarshi. So we're talking about the stem, duradarshin. But if you want to decline it, you say duradarshi.
Hasti, hastinau, hastinaha. Hastinam, hastinau, hastinaha. Hastina, hastibhyam, hastibihi. Hastine, hastibhyam, hastibhe. Hastinaha, hastibhyam, hastibiha. Hastinaha, hastinau, hastinam.
Hastinoho.
Hastinoho, hastinam. Hastini, hastinoho, hastishu.
Good.
Hastin, hastinau, hastinaha.
And Shiva, let's do the neuter. It's going to be the same except the nominative and the accusative.
Dhanin, dhani, dhanini, dhanini, dhani, dhanini, dhanini, dhanina, dhanibhyam, dhanibbihi, dhanine, dhanibhyam, dhanibhyaha, dhaninaha, dhanibhyam, dhanibhyaha, dhaninaha, dhaninoho, dhaninam, dhanini, dhaninoho, dhaninoho, dhanishu, dhani or dhanin, dhanini, dhanini.
Good. Okay, so dhanin is rich. What is dhanam? Dhana. What is dhana?
Wealth.
Okay. So one possessing wealth is rich. So what's the formula? One possessing this is likely a rich person. One possessing trunk is likely an elephant.
We said dhani is possessing wealth.
Yes.
So is dhanavat. So can they be used?
Exactly. See, so let's go here. Let's, for example, compare the vat or the in, because they mean exactly the same. So we're comparing the mat and the in. Boys are possessed of happiness. So balaha santi are sukhavantaha. Remember this, bhagavantaha. But what about if you replace it? Sukhinaha santi. So if you just go back into, there it is, sukhinaha. Hastinaha, sukhinaha. If add to a noun, it becomes possessing that noun, and the whole thing will become an adjective. So dhanin will be an adjective. It will be qualifying some other word. Just like matvat. Remember matvat? They always are acting as adjective. That's why we say glorious Rama, Bhagavan Ramaha. Formula, noun stem plus in plus LRB 26, 27, as we just explained. And there's a few rules. Remove the final vowel. For example, ashwa, you just remove that ah there, right? Remove the, you can't really do it in the Devanagari. If there was a little ah there. So ashwin, right? Ashv, and then ashvin. What about bala? Bala. How would you do this, Bindu?
So the A is removed.
Yeah.
So it becomes Bal.
Yeah.
And then you add the in. So Balin.
Yeah, balin, good. If nominal ends in as, add a vin or a min. Okay, like tapas, austerity, or tejas. So instead of saying tapasin, you say tapas vin. So you remove, so you retain the whole thing, tapas, tejas, you retain the whole thing, just add a vin, and that's it. Possessing austerity, possessing light. Example, original word is ashwa, the stem is ashwin, the masculine ashwi, ashwini, feminine, and then ashwi, like dhani. And the meaning is possessing a horse, or one who possesses a horse is called a charioteer. This is important. We know this much, right? One possessing a horse. However, as I said, the one who possesses a horse is likely called a charioteer. Therefore, if you were to use these words as nouns, then you would not say the one possessing a horse goes to the forest. Ashwi vanam gachati. You would say charioteer goes to the forest if you were to translate it. Number 2 is going to make sense as I now explain it here. Before I do, Bindu?
It's just an unrelated thing. So here is Ashwin used as a, like in the Bahuvrihi terms, is it used as another name for Krishna?
Exactly. So in this
Right,
case,
okay.
he's applying rule number 2, right? It could be 1 or number 2. So if you use Ashwin as a noun, not an adjective, but a noun, then it becomes a charioteer.
Yeah.
If you're using it as an adjective, then you would say, like for example, Ashwi Ramaha, possessing a horse, Vanam Gachati, goes to the forest.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, let's do some examples and we'll make clear. Danda, we learned this early on. Danda, stick. Okay, masculine. Dandin, remember you move the a. Dandin, possessing a stick. If turned into a noun, then formula is one who possesses a stick is likely a recluse. It's like an ascetic. One carries a stick in the mountains. I know you could say, like a whipper or a bad man or something, but in this case, a recluse. So Dundee, this is obviously all masculine nominative examples. Right? If you want to use neuter or feminine, then you apply a different paradigm, as I explained. Manishin, possessing wisdom. Manishi, wise person. So you can use this. These are all by this whole section here is if you use it as a noun, and this whole section is if you use it as an adjective. Paksha, wing. Pakshin, possessing wings. Who possesses wings? One possessing wings is likely a what? A dragon? I don't know. A bird. Pakshi, a bird. Kama, desire. Kamin, same principle, possessing desire. One who possesses desire is likely a desirer. Yoga, union. Yogin, possessing yoga. One who possesses yoga is likely a yogi. Or feminine, yogini. Yes?
Sorry, with the kami, if it's a feminine, is it kamini? Is it?
Kamini, just like yogini, kamini.
So I was trying to put that in a sentence, like I am a desirer of knowledge.
Aham jnanam.
Jnanasya kamini
Bhavani, rabbit. Shashaha. Shashin, possessing a rabbit. Shashi, moon. Can someone explain to me why is this? Moon.
Because of the rabbit face in the moon.
Hasta, hand. Hastin, possessing a hand or a trunk. If you look up, I think it's going to say trunk also for Hasta. Elephant, Hasti. What about a man possessing strength? They say Balinaraha. A man possessing strength. A strong man would even mean. It could even mean a strong man.